Well, thank you all for coming tonight. We've got a great crowd. We've got some celebrating to do tonight. I know you're all here for the full board meeting. If anybody stays, we've got some little candy bars. You'll get one at the end, but if you have better things to do, we totally understand. We're waiting on Miss Maloof to go on vacation. Chris?
Yeah, I did. Before we get started in the full meeting, I did want to take a second to, y'all, I'm sure know this is Teacher Appreciation Week. And just want to give a big shout out to our teachers. Our Barrow County teachers stand up and stand out every day. And they put up with a lot and get a lot done in spite of it. And we are, I call it Barrow blessed. And we have really have just I'll put them up against anybody in the country as far as the teaching force goes, and even higher than that for the relationships and the way they treat students and take care of our students is just amazing. You know, they've come through the pandemic, they've come through all these other things, and now going through election time and all of this. But they keep their heads up and they let those kids know that they love them every day, and they teach them, and they help create just a better community for Barrow County. And just really can't say enough about our teaching and staff and those that support them. Education has always been a tough field, but it's been tougher and tougher every year. It seems like the past, I've been doing it now for over 25 years, and it's nowhere near what it was when I started. But we have some of the finest folks have ever set foot on the ground when they get up in the morning. And, just cannot tell them, and I hope a lot of them are listening out there, how much we all appreciate them, how much everyone up here at the central office level knows what they do. We hear them, we see them, and we do all we can to support them. And again, it's just a blessing to be on the team with each and every one. Quick thing, just a few minutes really before the board meeting started, we great team over at Sims Academy got word that their 5-year recertification was approved. They've been working very hard on that. Dr. Dale Simpson and his crew, and Dr. Jennifer Wood, and all the great teachers and staff out there, and came through with 10 commendations, which I don't know that I've ever heard of before, and no negatives, which I've also is not a normal thing. There's usually something. They gave us a few suggestions, which I thought were great, but that team's doing an amazing job, and we'll have more in depth at the next work session on that. That just happened, so I wanted to let y'all know about that too.
Awesome. Well, if you've caught your breath, Ms. Maloof, we're going to start out with the invocation, and then we're going to have the pledge presented by the Winder Barrow Junior ROTC.
Please bow your heads. Dear Heavenly Father, thank you for this time to be together, and for this board. Thank you for giving us the opportunity to serve the students of this community. Thank you for the wisdom and the guidance that you've given us. We ask for your continued blessings as we continue to make decisions to help this become the very best school system. Thank you for the staff, the teachers, all the many staff, all of the departments, every school staff member, every department here at the central office. Thank you for giving us another great year. We know that they're tired, and we are praying for a happy and healthy and restful summer for all of our students and all of our staff. In your name we pray. Amen.
Amen. Colors, attention, carry, colors, forward, march. Forward, march. March on, march. Colors, hold. Post the colors. Present, arms.
pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Order, arms. March time, march. Forward, march. March time, march. Others, hope.
Good evening, I'm Cadet First Sergeant Mull. Good evening, I'm Cadet Command Sergeant Major Emmanuel Gutierrez from Martinborough High School.
Good evening, I'm Cadet Private Megan Meyer from Martinborough High School. Good evening, I'm Cadet Private First Class Dylan Ryan from Martinborough High School.
March time, march.
Great job, cadets. Thank you.
Forward, march.
You may be seated.
All righty, we'll get started with the meeting. First off, I'd like to see if we get a motion to approve the minutes from our April 12th board meeting.
Second.
All in favor? Next, we had the called meeting minutes from our work session on April 26th. A motion to approve, please.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. And then I'd like a motion to approve tonight's agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All in favor? Okay. As far as committee reports, we'll have our Clean School Committee report at the next meeting for April. We've got a meeting tomorrow to finalize our Teacher of the Year. That's going to be an exciting and tedious day. We've got some really good candidates to review. So can I get a motion to approve the committee reports?
So moved.
Second. All in favor? Okay. Now for the good stuff. Our superintendent has several recognitions tonight.
Absolutely. Great night for recognitions. I'd like to begin with Dr. David Beeland. Down there.
Good evening, everyone, members of the Board of Education. I'm very pleased to come before you tonight to recognize the accomplishments of several of our Barrow Bowl students who won first place in the Barrow Student Technology Competition. And they advanced to and received an award at the Georgia Student Technology Competition. Before I do, I'd like to share that we received 102 individual projects this year. And we had a total of 102 individual projects, 29 team projects for a total of 131 projects. And that included a total of 160 students for the second annual competition. We sent 32 of those projects and 41 students to compete at the Georgia Student Technology Competition. And tonight we are recognizing the students who received recognition at the state event. I'm going to ask that the Barrow Student Technology Competition Director, Mr. Lee Bain, who has been, he and I have teamed through this whole process for the last 2 years with these students. He's going to present the students with a medal, and I'm going to ask Dr. McMichael if he will present them with a certificate. All right, students, when I call your name, if you'll come forward to receive your award and remain standing at the front of the room until all the students have been called. First off, we have Audrina Robertson and Daniel Moore from Yargo Elementary School. Audrina and Daniel placed second with their team project in the 4th and 5th grade division. The project was an animation in the animation category, and it was about a bird that is wounded by a hunter, but ultimately saved by a turtle. Would the parents and family members of Audrina and Daniel please stand to be recognized? Thank you for your fine support you give these students. Next, I'd like to recognize Graham Mull and Colin Shaw from the Arts and Innovation Magnet Program. Graham and Colin placed second with their team project in the 7th and 8th grade audio production category. For their project, they created and produced episodes of the Graham and Colin Show that focuses on interviews with Barrow County community members and leaders. Would their family members also please stand? Next, I'd like to recognize Ariel Brooks from the Barrow Arts and Sciences Academy. Ariel placed first at the state level with her individual project in the 7th and 8th grade animation category. Her project focused on helping teenagers address their mental health challenges in a positive way. Would her parents and family members also please stand? The final student I'd like to recognize tonight is Kyle Kahn from Appalachia High School. Kyle placed first with his individual project in the 11th and 12th grade animation category. His animation video depicted the war between various web browsers represented as nations over the last 30 years, including, I'm going to take y'all down memory lane, my very first favorite browser, Netscape, Mosaic, Internet Explorer, and Google Chrome. For winning his division as a senior participant, Kyle also won a $250 gift award. Would the members of Kyle's family please stand? Congratulations, students. We are extremely proud of your accomplishments, and we appreciate all the hard work you put into these projects. Once we get one more round of applause, we're going to step out in the lobby and take some pictures of you. Let's give them one more round of applause. All right, students, if you just come this way, and parents, if you'd like to join us, we'll meet out in the lobby.
Congratulations to all. That is great. Well done. Next, I'd like to, we have some awards, the Peach State Credit Union Scholarship Awards, and I'd like to ask Mr. Devlon Davis to come forward. I don't have my glasses on, so I hope I got that right.
And good evening, everyone. I would like to thank Dr. Michael, school board, as well as the community, as well as Barrow County faculty and staff for the amazing things that you guys continue to do. Tonight, I have the pleasure of announcing the Peach State Federal Credit Union Scholarships, and I must say that I'm extremely happy for this opportunity. Each year, we get an opportunity to do this, and we're going to start with the Dan Kramer Student Scholarship in the amount of $3,000. This scholarship honors the late Dan Kramer, former superintendent of Barrow County Schools, for his contributions to the Barrow County school system. It will be awarded to a Barrow County public school graduating senior pursuing a degree in education. And this year's winner was Miss Skylar Bridges. And I want to just read, and just so you guys know, they sent in a copy of the SAT scores, transcript, letter recommendations, and the essay. But I would be remiss if I didn't read something from Barbara L. Smith, the assistant principal of Winder Barrow High School. She said Miss Bridges knew early on she wanted to become a teacher and immediately focused on earning her early childhood education pathway by taking every class offered within this program at Winder High School. This pathway required Skylar to participate in a practicum internship, which required her to report to school daily to teach lessons, shadow teachers in meetings, and simulate the daily workings of being a teacher. Her lead teacher, Miss Hopper, reports that Miss Bridges is a natural born teacher. How about that? Her passion and creativity are demonstrated daily. And I just want to say kudos to you. And next, and I would love to take pictures with you outside as well in the lobby, as the gentleman before me said.
Ask Skylar's faculty here. Stand up, be recognized. Skylar was an amazing intern also. If you call the central office somewhere around lunchtime, that's the voice on the phone.
Oh, wow.
He's been man in the front lines for a while too, partner intern. So we love that for up here. Almost as much more probably than one. We'll have to on that. Amazing job.
I think we'll see her in 4 years.
Do better.
I know that's the hopes and the prayers. I love it. Next, we're going to present the 2500 Career Advancement Scholarship. This scholarship honors the founders of Peach State Federal Credit Union, realizing the importance of education as a lifelong experience. This scholarship is for a credit union member who started a career and has decided to enroll in classes to further their education for career advancement. This year's winner is Miss Rachel Lehner. And I also have some words for her as well. Mr. Day S. Martin, I'm hoping I'm saying that correctly. He's former math department chair of Winder High School. He was assistant principal at Appalachia High School, co-site director of Foothills Education Charter High School. But he said after his first year, he was named department chair and got to experience a broader view of Rachel as a math teacher. It immediately became abundantly clear that Rachel is wise beyond her years. She may have only been a second-year teacher at that time, but her dedication to researching best practices to help her students be successful was unmatched in our department. Almost daily, she would share an article, strategy, or website she found helpful and interesting. It was inspiring to her colleagues to learn alongside her. Can I get a round of applause for that? And if the family of Miss Lehner is here, can we please stand? No? All right, it's all right. Well, she has the community with her. How about that? And just another round of applause. Thank you so much. It's a pleasure.
We do appreciate all your support for the
Yes, sir.
Carroll County School, for our students and our teachers. It's been a long relationship. And
Yes, it has.
just grows stronger every year.
Yes, sir.
Thank you.
And you guys take.
Thank you.
And the good stuff just continues. Dr. Wood, would you come up and tell us a little bit about some governor's honors?
Good evening, Dr. McMichael, members of the board and community and family that are here tonight. So every year, Barrow County School System gets to nominate 25 extraordinary students to compete at the state level for Governor's Honors. The Governor's Honors Program is a residential summer program held midsummer for gifted and talented high school students who are currently in the 10th or the 11th grade. The program offers instruction that is significantly different from the typical high school classroom. It's designed to provide students with academic, cultural, social enrichment necessary to become the next generation of global critical thinkers, innovators, and leaders. Governor's Honors is very competitive. Even being nominated is an accomplishment. So many, if not most, of our past participants regard it as one of their most life-changing events in their lives. The process begins in the fall with school level nominations. We then hold interviews at the district level, and we recommend 25 students who then have to fill out an application to move forward. Then they narrow that down even further to actual state level interviews. And then from those state level interviews, they pick the actual students that will participate in the summer. And so this year we are proud to announce that we have 2 students that will be representing us at Governor's Honors. And they are, if you'll come forward, Samuel Massey. Congratulations to Samuel. And if his family that is here with him will please stand and be recognized. And then the other student, also from Appalachia High School, that will be representing us is Zane Sylvester. If you'll come forward, please. And if Zane's family will please stand and be recognized. And Miss Martin's here. So those that know, this is a huge honor, and it's one of the highlights of our year because we get to meet such extraordinary students of Bexar County. So we are very proud of you too, and I know you will have a great experience this summer at Berry College. So congratulations, and go outside and please take some pictures. Thank you, guys. Okay, so our final recognitions of the evening, as you know, it's Teacher Appreciation Week. And one of the things that the state of Georgia has done in the last few years is make a point of recognizing students that are committing to be future educators. So in honor of this week of teacher appreciation, and tonight we have several students that we would like to recognize. We have seniors from Appalachia and Windermere High School who are choosing to pursue a career in education. Following this recognition here in the boardroom, we will go out there to the lobby, and the students are actually going to sign and commit to improving the quality of education for students in the state of Georgia. The state school superintendent, Richard Woods, your local administrators, community members, and teachers commend you on making an honorable decision to improve the quality of life for Georgia citizens through the education process. You will be a great asset as we work towards educating Georgia's future. It is our pleasure to recognize the achievements of these graduating seniors and their commitment to a career in education. Again, Georgia Future Educator Signing Day is held each year during Teacher Appreciation Week. This endeavor is supported by the State School Superintendent's Office, the Division of Career Technical Agricultural Education, Georgia Early Childhood Education, and Georgia's colleges and universities. The purpose of this day is to promote education as a career choice. We need to celebrate becoming an educator so that we can fill the needs of Georgia's school systems. So it is our pleasure to recognize the achievement of these following graduating seniors and their commitment to a career in education. So as I call your name, please come forward and we'll stay up here and have a round of applause. And then we're going to go out and actually do some more pictures and an actual signing of your certificate. Okay. All right. Skylar Bridges. Anna Keller. Emily Forrest. No, they got mixed up. Logan Woods. Tong Moa. Victoria Bowler. Carolyn Mays. Emma Mallett. Morgan Kate Keller. That's all I have. Oh, did we leave them outside? Bear with us. Dr. McMichael, would you like to say anything to the students while we get those last two certificates?
More than happy to. I just want to say thank you. I think usually I'm saying congratulations as I'm handing out these certificates, but I was saying thank you this time. It's education. I don't think there's a tougher job out there. I don't think there's a bigger calling ever, but especially these days, our children need you. And when you're ready, come back to Barrow County and we will get you signed up. And so you won't have to worry about that extensive job search. You just let us know when you're ready. You might do your student teaching or something in another school, but just kind of block all that out. And so we'll be ready to take you back here at Barrow County because in all seriousness, we need you all to help us move this community forward and shape the future citizens of the community, just like our teachers have shaped you as you've come up through. So again, thank you for being willing to go into education. Yeah. Great.
Okay. Alexis Manny. Sky Mays. And Kaylin Kostrom. Would their families please stand so we can recognize you guys for all your support of your seniors? Thank you guys very much, and we'll head out.
Big night, a lot going on.
Thanks, everybody. Appreciate you coming tonight. Okay, let's get moving. No visitors tonight and no requests to appear before the board. Dr. Green. Ms. Houston.
Good evening. We had another record month for April for the sales tax. As always, we want to make sure we thank our community and visitors for shopping and eating in Barrow County. So we had, gotta put my glasses on, $1,698,517.50 received for the month of April in our sales tax. I neglected to calculate the percentages. I knew that this report went way too easy this month, and I like to blame it on budget season. So I am sorry about that, but I did calculate them feverishly right before the meeting. So the previous year, we're up 26.8% from the previous year, 68.5% from 2020, 62.4% from 19, 74% from 18, and 84% from 2017.
I wonder how much cost is up.
Correct.
I
That
have a
is,
feeling it's more than 26.8%.
that is correct. All right, we'll move on to our general fund board summary for the financials for April 30th, 2022. So our total fund balance at April 30th was $45,831,197. Our total revenue year to date is $132,373,292. Our total expenditures year to date, $118,421,190. Our total revenues for the month of April, $13.6 million, and our total expenditures for the month of April, $14 million. We're at 83% of the year, so we always like to see the revenues above that line and expenditures below that line, and that is indeed where we're at. Our next report is just the detail. And then we'll move on to our special revenue fund for the month. Of course, this is March. We always run a month behind here because it takes a while for us to get our drawdowns. So our special revenue fund, our year-to-date revenue, $28.2 million. Our year-to-date expenditures, $25.1 million. For our capital projects fund, our year-to-date expenditures, $24.4 million. Our year-to-date revenue was $24.4 million. Our year-to-date expenditures, $28.5 million. And then for our debt service fund, our revenues are 14.8 and our expenditures 15.3. Any questions? All right, thank you.
Thank you. Mr. Pernell. Hey, Dr. Moten and Ms. Beggs. Okay. We don't have any old business to clarify or clarification of previous items. We're going to move on to the consent agenda. First up, we have the social, emotional, and character development program by Christina Lowe. It's the superintendent recommends placing the adoption and purchase of the Character Strong program on the table until the next regularly scheduled meeting. We have new course offerings. Respectfully requested that the superintendent recommend that the Board of Education approve 6 CTAE course offerings. We have the annual code of conduct review. The superintendent recommends the approval of the 2022-2023 BCSS student code of conduct with no additions or revisions from the 2021-22 code of conduct. Policy revision, JCD, student conduct. The superintendent recommends placing policy JCD, student conduct, on the table for public review until the next regularly scheduled meeting. We have the county sewer easement request at Auburn Elementary School. The superintendent recommends approval of a 40-foot temporary construction easement and a 20-foot permanent utility easement at the back of Auburn Elementary School. And then we had the stated cost limitation for project to improve ag facilities. The superintendent recommends a guaranteed maximum price of $300,000 to improve agricultural facilities within the district. Pressure washing, the superintendent recommends contracting with Stonewall for system-wide pressure washing services at a cost of $30,476. This will be funded through the maintenance general fund budget. And then we have the tentative approval of the tentative general fund budget. The superintendent is requesting the board approve the tentative fiscal year 2023 budget of $159,835,817. Motion to approve. Second.
Discussion.
Discussion.
I have one question that I'm sorry, I should have asked this last week, but these county sewer easement requests at Auburn, Joe, are they going to be able to do that during the summer with no disruption to the school?
We haven't discussed the timing with them, or they haven't discussed that specific timing with us, but we'll make sure that's the least amount of disruption to the school as possible.
Well, there's already an issue with traffic over there in and out, and they're coming right along with that. So I would think they would be able to do that this summer and get that done so there's no interruption. Maybe if we could check on that. Thank you.
Any other discussion? Ms. Bramlett, motion to approve. Do we have a second? Second. All in favor? Okay. We have some new business to discuss. Board norms and protocols. The superintendent recommends the adoption of the board norms and protocols developed by the members of the Barrow County Board of Education in conjunction with the Georgia School Board Association as a requirement for application for the GSBA exemplary school board designation. We had some discussion about this at the last meeting. Do we have a motion to approve?
I'll make a motion to approve the adoption of the board norms and protocols.
And second? Any further discussion?
I'm going to renew my concern about the wording on one piece of that we discussed at length, so I'm not going to go into that again. I really have a problem with that because I think that it just leaves too much wiggle room. And anytime we have wiggle room, sometimes we get attorneys involved, and I just assume not do that. So I can't in good conscience vote for this if we're going to leave that section in there.
Duly noted. We had a motion. We had a second. All in favor? Okay. We talked about the.
You have those that are against it.
You had those, right?
The two that are against it.
Authorization for committees to meet. We talked about clean school. Vince, you'll be leading the April visit sometime soon. Okay.
Monday, correct?
Okay, Monday. All right, soon. Teacher of the year will be tomorrow all day. I don't think we have any other meetings right now planned. Can we get a motion to approve the committees?
Second.
All in favor? That being said, we're going to go into executive session. Motion, Stephanie,
Yes.
Ricky,
What's that?
we're going to executive session to discuss upon the employment compensation, hiring, disciplinary action or dismissal, or periodic evaluation or rating of a public officer or employee, or to interview applicants for the position of superintendent.
Yes.
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 Okay, we'll be back.